The hell are you supposed to be?
I'm vengeance.
Yeah, you heard that right. I'm vengeance. Vengeance. What's up, guys? AW here, man. I was just, yeah, I'm late. Yeah, I was, yeah, I was late. I admit I was late. That's because something came up on my sports channel. Fuck. And that was not the original plan, of course. Not the original plan. Okay. So, okay. Welcome to Let's Talk Pop episode 46. Episode 3, which is chapter 3 for Ahsoka. Time to Fly, a spoiler review. Before we get into this, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below. Do all that stuff. Please, subscribe, like down below, share us on all our social media platforms, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, whatever social media platforms you have. Please share it out. Please. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. This is not going to be a long review, I guess. Hey, George. Not going to be a long review. So, you know the drill. If you don't want to know spoilers, don't come on the stream or stay in the chat. If you don't care, yeah, you can stay in the chat in the stream. Whatever. You know the drill. I do that for every spoiler review stuff. Okay? It's been since, Tuesday since this episode came out, so I'll give you a chance to watch the other episodes. 4 or 5 days. It's been since this episode comes out, so yeah, you have a chance. Seeing this episode. Episode 3 is The Fly. Time to Fly, not to fly. Okay. This episode was more of an action-packed episode than a story-developing episode. Obviously, from its title, Time to Fly, this episode involved more space battle. Actually, it was the majority of the episode was a space battle. Anything else? That's the majority of this episode. But yeah. So let's get on with it then. So as we last know, Sabine is traveling with Ahsoka. Again. All right? And Ahsoka is there to help train Sabine to be a Jedi. Again, to learn to be a Jedi. One with the Force. And the Force with Sabine is so far away, like to a point where she's not. It's like with the Force of Sabine is far away from her, far attached away from the source. Like it's like, and she has to get that back, obviously, right? And Ahsoka is there to help train her to be a Padawan, and Sabine is a little. She's still kind of. You can see she's still kind of young, and she's a little. She gets frustrated, a little angry, not like Anakin, and that's her problem with that. That's the issue with her being trying to learn the Force or whatever. And with Jedi are calm, collected uh, people, right? They're not aggressive. They're not angry, obviously, because it all leads to the dark side. And Ahsoka's trying to teach her patience and control, all that, and teach her lessons. Hey, Anthony. And Hu Yang is just like, yeah, she can't do it. The robot's like, she can't do it. She can't do it. I just did talk about CM Punk. um, and where's Degrassi? Hey, Degrassi, are you there, buddy? Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's this episode is it's not much to describe, really. It's not much in this episode. But Hera has a kid, Jason. Jason has a you see Hera, right? Has a son named Jason or Jason, not AS, not Jason like from the non-canon Star Wars stuff. The son of Han and Leia from the non-canon kind of stuff before Force Awakens, all that before everything before the stuff became canon. It's Jason, yeah, like the same name, and that was on purpose. I think that was on purpose. As you know, in those books, they're not canon or don't count. Jason does become a Jedi, but turns over to the dark side. So yeah, there's a little Easter egg there. Now people are going to speculate. People are going to speculate it's because Hera's significant other was also a Jedi. Okay, so Jason may be force sensitive. So people might speculate, oh, is he gonna become a Jedi and become a Sith? Is that the idea there? The idea they want you in your head that oh, since Jason is the son of her and her husband or whatever father. No, I think the father died. Like they said when he was, but the father was a Jedi. Is the connection there that oh he's gonna become a Sith, a Jedi, the son? We've only seen him for like 2 minutes, honestly. No, not even 2 minutes, maybe a minute. But uh, okay, so while at the same time, Hera goes, once decides to talk with the Chancellor in the Senate, right? Wants to convince the Senate to send a team, right, to the system where Morgan, Elizabeth, whatever her name is, and her partnership with Balin and his apprentice, America, all that, wants to send, group there and stuff, right? And they want to know why do you want to because they believe Thrawn is returning. Like they see Thrawn's return, and of course the Senate turns it down because they really she can't provide proof of that, right? The chancellor's listening, but they can't provide proof of that, and the chancellor one of some Senate members, well specifically there's one Senate member says our resources are better suited for the people here, or people here, and that Senate like. I'm beginning to think that scene where they see the Chancellor and a bunch of senators, 4 or 5 senators. I'm beginning to think one of those senators is definitely a spy for Morgan. I I think I I don't like. I just think there's a possibility that one of them is a spy. It's really and because Hera did tell them that secretly in episode 2 that there were still people loyal to the Empire. Which was true, right? There was. But they didn't believe her, right? They didn't believe the idea of Thrawn is returning. What the hell, man? So they denied her request for a team, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And then we get and then we get basically to the whole like the whole this is basically the whole episode right here. This whole this episode is very action packed. As Ahsoka, Hera told Ahsoka that their request has been denied, and they're basically on their own for now. All right, and so they go to Ahsoka and Sabine and Hayden will go end up in a system where Morgan and all of them are right, and as a ship, they're being attacked in space. Well, by a couple of people, obviously. You got Merrick. You got the Apprentice, and you got a bunch of other casualties that are just meant to be other fighters are just meant to be, casualties eventually, and not casualties, basically just to be shot off. And oh yeah. And so I don't know, man. This is the kind of episode where it's probably not gonna be a long episode because this episode pop episode is not gonna be long because this episode is not much to talk about, really. Not much to talk about. Okay? Because this part I'm talking about now is basically 20 minutes long. So they're getting attacked they're on the trail, they had to get on the turrets. Sabine gets in the turrets, takes down a couple of them. I don't know, man. It's not. Merrick and Merrick don't get killed. They don't get killed or anybody like that. They turned off the robot because of Hyen was being annoying because he was being a Debbie Downer because that's what the robots do, right? That's what droids do. They say that what they say is what the obvious, like most like they're what the calculations say is this is gonna happen. They don't have feelings, right? So they don't rely on gut or anything like that. This is definitely gonna happen. I don't know. They manage to get into the planet they need to go, and they have to hide in the forest. And the great thing about this episode, though, was the beauty of those big giant. I don't know what we call them. I don't know what they call them in the episode, but they look like big giant flying huge rails. Blue, but it was pretty cool. It was a nice touch. But they hide in the forest. They turn off all the lights and stuff. And they hide from. So then the villains that were chasing them decide to regroup, and Balin's like at the end. it sends out a team to go after them because they know they're in the forest. That's basically the whole episode. Honestly, it's I don't know, man. Like I could I could probably done this in actually I could probably done a spoiler video for this episode. Really, it's basically it. The great part of this show was that it was a relationship between Ahsoka and Sabine so far. Yeah, the good thing is this is not a 6 episode series. I think it's just 8 or 10 episodes. So I expect 3 and 4, obviously the middle episodes to be kind of like this. I don't know what else to talk about, honestly. Merrick, the speculation Merrick. Well, if you read Reddit rumors, you might be disappointed in who Merrick is, because there's potentially that episode 4. No, don't take this legit, seriously. Okay, like me, I don't take Scooper seriously anymore. But episode 4 might be reveal who Merrick is, and it's not going to be anybody you're gonna guess. It's not gonna be Ezra. I already explained why in last week's episode why it can't be Ezra. I don't think it's gonna be Star Killer. It's not gonna be Star Killer. I don't even think it's gonna be Cal. Okay. Um, I'm gonna say this because I don't think it's gonna be anybody. You know, I don't think it's gonna be anybody you know. Honestly, no. My wild card is. What if it's really Hera's husband? That's my wild card. What if it's Hera's husband? That's my only wild card. But honestly, I'm leaning toward. It's not Cal either. I'm leaning towards somebody we've never seen before. Okay. A lot of people are gonna be disappointed who it is. I'm just telling you because you're setting yourself up. You're setting yourself up for a disappointment. Yes, Anthony. But let's remember. What if they cloned him? What if they did something? What if they cloned him? What happens? What happens if he does? What happened? What happens? You never know with Star Wars, right? Star Wars is space fantasy. People are going to be disappointed. Yeah, people are going to be disappointed. I'm telling you, people are going to be disappointed. This is you don't introduce Star Killer or Cal, and if you introduce them live action, this is not the way you do it anyway. Star Killer Cal, this is not the proper way to do it. Okay, this is stupid. It's not the proper way to introduce those two characters. One of them secretly being Merrick. You could just introduce them as Star Killer and Merrick, or as Cal right away. You don't have to. It's not going to be Cal anyway. Like, it doesn't make sense for it to be Cal or even Star Killer. Or even Ezra, because think about it. If it was Ezra, they would have found Thrawn. No, I really do like the series. Okay, I really like this. I mean, I really do like the series so far. I like the first 3 episodes. Is he gonna save Star Wars? What the hell does that mean? I didn't know Star Wars was on his deathbed. I didn't know Star Wars was dying. I could save Star Wars. No show is gonna save Star Wars. No no Star Wars show is gonna save it. Okay, if you want to go by, if you want people to talk like that, or a movie can, okay. And this show's actually really good. I like it better than Mandalorian. Honestly, I do like it so far better than Mandalorian. Episode 3, season 3, not episode 3. Okay, season 3. That's it's a good episode. I should actually check it out. I don't know. I have some friends who kind of checked out. When I mean checked out, I don't mean watched it, but kind of checked out on not watching. I should actually watch 3 my friends, if you're listening and you haven't watched Ahsoka, watch it, please. It's actually pretty good. It's and still now this episode did not give me any answers to who more did not give me answers, did not give me any more information who Beta Skull is. But I'm okay with that because it is I think 8 to 10 episodes, so I'm okay with that. We're gonna get more information on, obviously we're gonna get more backstory on him, information, why he became a merc for hire. He's very intriguing. I mean, this episode like didn't change my mind on him. Okay, he was only here for a minute. He had like one line. Didn't really change my mind on him. We'll get more. We'll get more on him. He's kind. He's kind of very my own as a villain for the. He's my like I said last week. He's the most interesting, intriguing villain of the Star Wars shows out there. Okay, now I know Moff Gideon's been the villain for the first three seasons of Mando, but he wasn't like that much intriguing to me. Cat, yeah, he got some the Boba Fett, Cad Bane, and others. I don't know. That wasn't intriguing as much to me. Kenobi got he got. I mean, yeah, Kenobi got Darth Vader, but look, Vader's a top Star Wars villain, but he's not interesting villain, and he's not the most intriguing villain anymore because we know Vader. We know Vader. We know what Vader is, who he is, what he's like, and what happens to Vader. We know, so he's not intriguing in that aspect. Okay, I mean Reva was more interesting in that show, and a lot of people didn't like Reva, or certain people did not like Reva. You know, she had to do an Instagram live, whatever. But like, there was a story there with Reva. And like, look at Grogu. He was interesting, right? We find out what happened to how Grogu was on Coruscant and all that. I like how the connections with the child with the Jedi temples in Coruscant being attacked by Anakin and the clones. You had the Weeva thing with the kids were captured. Some of the kids were captured. You got were Jar Jar Binks' actor was saving Jar Jar Binks' actor was saving Grogu. That's pretty cool. The connections all there, how they all kind of they tied in each other. But this villain is intriguing as hell. My top villain right now. I know it's only been 3 episodes. My top villain in the shows. I don't know what else to say, man. Oh, I don't know what else to say, really, because like, man, Grassy, where are you, buddy? But yeah, like, oh man, let me see something. Okay. Oh, by the way, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. I just had to check something. Okay, like done, sure. Yeah, that's it, guys. It's not much. This episode's not much to go in detail about. It's a middle episode. Middle episodes, middle episode shows are usually like, I think, the boring. Hey, blinded. Oh, by the way, guys, video games could go on strike. They do. SAG does cover video games. I just read it now. Okay, I'm gonna do a later stream. No, no, no. I'm gonna do a later stream tonight. I don't know. Yeah, because blinded. There's not much to talk about this episode. I'm sorry, blinded. Did you see the episode blinded? There's not much to talk. Honestly, there's not much to talk about this episode. It's not. It's just not really that much to go in detail about. And I'm like, when I was talking about this episode like 10 minutes ago, I'm like, I probably could have just done a video. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I want to talk about something after the payback. Ahsoka's good, man. Ahsoka's good, but where was I? I'm gonna talk about something later. I do want to talk about something later. Yes. Okay. Do me a favor, just like this, share, subscribe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a. Oh, you never seen Rebels? Oh, that makes sense. Well, see Rebels and watch it. you you might have to see it if you're gonna watch the Filoni movie eventually, whenever it comes out. I'm gonna talk about something a little bit later. Dude, I can't stream. All right, I'm gonna talk something about later, man. But yeah, okay. I'm talking about something later. Um, no, maybe. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe down below. I'll maybe do something. You know what? I'm free in the afternoon tomorrow, and let me check something. Let me see. Let me see something. Yeah, I could definitely do something tomorrow. No. But it's not going to win Game of the Year. Zelda's going to win Game of the Year. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it tonight or tomorrow. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. It's a good question. What am I going to do tomorrow? Or tonight? I don't know. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about this. And some other stuff. This is what we're going to talk about. Because they can. They actually can. This is what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to talk about, guys. Okay? But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Don't worry about it, man. They can still release the games. They can still release the games. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment below. I'm sorry. Maybe, I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be like this next week. And you know what? You know what? You know what? Maybe like if I do the splitter reviews, I'm gonna if it's gonna end up like this stream, maybe I'll talk about more stuff later on in the stream too. Yeah, I gotta do it, man. It's just that it's just lack of news and stuff. I don't know. It's just trailers. Obviously, it's trailers and stuff like that. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, and comment below. But yeah, I think we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Blinded, are you guys free to come on? For